The Guns on Pegs podcast is brought to you by ITAP Group. Hello and welcome to the Guns on Pegs podcast. My name is George Brown.
I'm Chris Horn.
And we're not just recording in person, we're on location.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
And there's some Rauzan Zegler and some Mouton Rothschild over your shoulder and I've just seen some Lafitte.
I knew that was going to be the first thing that you mentioned. Okay, so tell everybody where we are.
We're at Holland Shooting Grounds, which if you haven't been, by the way, is mega.
Seriously lovely, and it's a beautiful day. I wish I'd got here earlier, actually.
Yeah, I did. And I went to a little restaurant up the road and I had a tikka masala burger with an onion bhaji patty in the middle of it.
Wow.
No one's...
that's
amazing.
Fusion cuisine.
Really good.
And we're on location, which means we've got a pretty special guest with us. We've had Dukes, we've had Viscount Wensleydale, or is he Baron Wensleydale? I can't remember. Today we have shooting royalty, Queen of shooting.
Yes.
Go on, Chris, take it away.
Our guest today, an absolute powerhouse of the shooting world, long-standing friend, city lawyer by day, no less. Vice Chair of BASC, British Association for Shooting Conservation, for those of you that don't know, and the first woman to hold that position.
Correct.
Brand Ambassador for Beretta Tribe, whatever you call yourselves.
Yep.
Lots of jollies. A keen deer stalker and game shot. Passionate advocate for shooting and especially women in field sports. Full-time mum, 18,000 followers on Insta. Please put your hands together, take your clay vests off for Claire Sadler.
Hi, everybody. I am going to record this and send it to my brother, and it's just going to be on repeat every morning. I'm going to be insufferable after this.
He'd like that.
Well, I'm very, very happy today because, like I said when we last recorded, I've been trying to get Claire to come on this podcast, I think, since the first series of the podcast, and it's just never quite worked out. And today we've achieved it. So that's very good news. And I think it is worthy of a celebratory drink. So I'm going to start by asking you, what's that you're drinking?
So I have got a Hawkstone's lager, which is one of my favourites. Actually, their elderflower, so it's a bit of a shandy, is absolutely delicious. I did have some Moretti in the car. I'm going to sound like a lush now with listing off my drinks.
That's not unique amongst our guests.
No. Oh, okay, fine. I thought you were going to say it's not unique to me to constantly have booze in the car. But George did point out that they were going to be a bit warm. So, yeah, I can always be tempted with a nice beer.
Elderflower, okay, that sounds good. I quite like Hawkstone Lager.
It's really good.
And I like what they've done with the old sort of rugby post type H to sort of make it a drinking game against Guinness.
Yeah.
Yes. Jeremy Clarkson has done a lot for the countryside. We have to acknowledge that. And it's, I was trying to work out whether he can possibly be growing all the barley for it. And I've decided no.
Absolutely no way. That's being bought in.
But it's a British-made lager. And I really like that. And I enjoy supporting him.
And it's delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why I've also got one.
I feel sorry for the guys that ran that brewery before he took it on, who obviously struggled to get a beer going. He just goes, I like your beer, and then boff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the power of branding, the power of marketing.
Yeah, literally, his marketing got sort of to do with taste. But it is good. Turns out it was good before, and it's now still good.
Yes, exactly that.
George, what are you drinking?
Well, like I said, I've got a Hawkstone Lager as well. I haven't got the elderflower one, I don't think.
The straight up.
Actually, it looks identical to yours. But
yeah, they don't do the elderflower in bottles, but I really recommend if you're anywhere that has it, it's worth a try.
Nice. So yeah, this is just the standard Hawkstone Lager, and it is tremendous. It's lovely and crisp.
Lovely.
And a significant improvement on your standard supermarket lager.
Yeah. It's a good day for it too.
Yeah, perfect. So Chris, what have you got?
After my 2 pints of Guinness and tikka masala burger, I have got a Corona Cero, Cero, which I've never ever had. And on the basis that I think most non-alcoholic beers are pretty rubbish except for Guinness, which I actually think is really good. This is also rubbish.
Would it be improved by having a wedge of lime in the top, like you're supposed to with a Corona?
Yeah, do you know what it is? I don't know. It's the depth of these things.
Yeah.
They just lack a bit of depth, don't they? I don't know how you can recreate that without going the whole hog.
No.
But maybe it's because you know what the other one's like. I mean, it's better than like going to a pub and having a Coke.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Good.
Very
right.
good.
Well, now that we've all got a drink, we're going to turn to the mailbox for Whose Bird Is It Anyway? This is where we ask our listeners to write in with their shooting quandaries and queries and dilemmas, and we do our best to offer them some advice, whether it's sensible or not. The audience can be the judge of. We always keep our correspondence anonymous, but this one actually comes from somebody who is already a member of the Most Noble Order of the Garter, who I have previously christened Muttley, which makes me suspect he wrote in about a dog. Muttley has written, Dear Noble Order of the Garters, with the memories of last season now written, and the inevitability that our thoughts now turn to the forthcoming season, can I therefore throw a point of discussion out there into the noble ring of wisdom, please? Unfortunately, I only shoot a few days a season due to other financial commitments within the topography of East Anglia. Therefore, I can pick where they fall during the season. But there always seems to be the dilemma of tempering quality with early season excitement, and with only shooting a few days a season. My preference is to shoot when the birds are at their most testing and cunning, pushing me closer to January, but this does mean I have to endure several months of WhatsApp messages and pictures from friends very much enjoying themselves, shooting selectively earlier in the season. Am I therefore limiting enjoyment, and should I consider earlier days with applied discipline? Accepting this question may force discussion down a rabbit hole of should the seasons be adjusted to give the birds more time in our changing climate. Lastly, may I thank you for all your fabulous podcasts and brightening up many a drab commute. Good health and full glasses to you all. Warmest regards, Muttley.
6 years in, we must have done this conversation about time of year to shoot in. I don't really remember it, though.
We've talked about it a bit. I don't think we've ever had a direct question about it.
Okay.
But, this isn't what's the best time of year. He's decided what the best time of year is. But
Yeah,
he's
I want to argue that bit,
he's
by the way.
concentrating all of his shooting into that period of time because he thinks that's the most enjoyable.
Yeah.
But should he be
No, there's clearly-
spreading it out more over the season? So that
Clearly two errors in here. Let's discuss them.
well, go on.
No, Claire first.
I want to know what errors you've identified, Chris.
Well, I think he's absolutely wrong that January is definitely the best time of the season, and he's absolutely wrong to focus all his shooting on January. I just think what a bad decision. The shooting season is what, depends what you're doing, but 4 or 5 months long, let's say.
Yep.
That is 4 or 5 months of enjoyment, and the anticipation is one thing, but waiting whilst your mates have been out, well, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Yes, that's, I think, the problem. Have you got a favourite month of the year to shoot in?
No, so I agree with Chris here. And I think actually he says he's got a preference and that's fine, however he's formed that opinion. But actually spread your shooting out throughout the season because there's some lovely shooting to be had in it's like early October and you've been so excited to get out there and the weather's great.
Yeah.
But then also the frosty mornings and when you start hitting December, January. And obviously the birds will differ and yeah, for me, just spread your shooting out. If he's got a preference, then fair enough. But I think he's missing out on a lot, actually.
I completely agree. And I actually find some January days can be quite frustrating.
Yeah, very.
Because the birds are smarter and you watch hordes of them turning back. I mean, it's especially true if you're shooting partridges a lot like we do at home. You know, our partridges stop coming over the guns by about mid-November. They all just turn round and go sideways.
Yeah. There's so much, I've often fielded this question since the start of Guns on Pegs about different types of shoots. On a big commercial shoot, the 10th day of the season is like the 15th of September.
Yes.
Right? Partridges given, but let's say that they're a mixed shoot. Let's just assume then 15th of October. So the 10th day of the season for a syndicate might be the last 2 weeks of January.
Yes.
So are those comparable, or is it the amount that they've eaten and the strength of them and therefore the way they fly, or is it the wiliness? There's both of these things to consider.
Well, as you say, if you've been through 10 times by the 15th of October, then they're going to be as wily as if you'd been through 10 times by the middle of January.
But not as strong as if they built up the reserves and whatever else. I just think that each shoot needs to be taken in isolation, as to what it does. What's the type of shoot? If it's a sort of Devon shoot where they just set their wings and off you go, bang, and you're shooting birds just coming over like that,
wing set,
then doesn't make a difference when you go.
Yeah. Yes, pheasants booted off the side of a hill are different from partridges flushed from a cover crop over a hedge.
Yeah, and can I also remind you, we've definitely been in this conversation in the office when we were writing up that game card, and someone goes, "Oh, you know, September's such a fantastic time of year to shoot. Do you know what? Actually, I wonder if September's the best time of year." You talk yourself into a situation, then you're like, "Oh," and then January comes. "Oh, do you know what? I think January could be the best time of year." Like basically every time of year. For that particular part of shooting, it's the best time of year because you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, so we agreed that Muttley should spread his shooting out a bit more.
More variety.
More variety, yes.
Yeah, for the biggest reason, you just don't want to be last on the WhatsApp group having not done nothing.
Well, I'll tell you the other thing is, I don't know about you, it takes me a couple of shoot days to find the groove again. And if you're not having your first shoot day until the 1st of January, it doesn't leave you a lot of time to sort of groove your swing again before the season's over.
Yeah.
So I think if you can have one day in each month, that
would be the way to do it.
Not a bad way to do
it. I don't know how many days he said he was doing. A few, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you're doing 4 days, bang on. Do one day in each month if you've got the choice.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I mean, and also, when you do have family commitments and that kind of stuff, if you're going to fit 4 days into January, you might find that doesn't win you many brownie points.
Okay, Claire, you've got to choose one time a year you're going to shoot in. What's it going to be?
I like December shoots.
So pre-Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Do you know, I think actually, like the last Friday before Christmas is a whacking time of year to shoot.
Yeah,
the atmosphere's
that
so
weekend.
good.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. I've had so many brilliant days.
It's a sort of demob happiness.
Actually, hold on. Isn't Argata Day on the last Friday before Christmas?
Well, it's the 18th. Is that what it is?
Bang on.
Well, who did that? Who organised that?
I'll take
Producer Jake.
Producer Jake and I on the phone getting excited.
That's so funny. I think that's that kind of sort of early festive sort of silliness comes out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That last weekend, that last Friday.
Everyone's in a good mood because it's the only time of year when you pretty guarantee that everyone's going to be sort of looking forward to a bit of time off and doing something.
Yeah, perfect. Good. Well, I think that's definitive advice. And I think sensible. So should we have an unpopular opinion?
We've got one from someone that we shall call Dolores Umbridge.
You'll find out why.
Obviously. Who writes, "After listening for a while, I thought I'd throw in an unpopular opinion. I'm part of a small team that picks up on a local shoot. None of us get paid, unless you count a solid lunch and the occasional well done shouted across a muddy field, but we crack on anyway. What gets me is this. We stand through every drive in all weather, basically becoming part of the landscape, carefully marking birds, only for kids to be released at the end like it's Crufts meets Gladiators, charging about picking up birds we've been watching all drive. I've seen one swoop in and pinch a bird right off my mate's dog mid-retrieve. Dog looked absolutely fuming. So my question is, should kids be allowed to go full free range like that, or should there be a bit more order?" Good guess for this one.
It's almost like somebody plans these things.
I know you did, George. Well done. Claire.
Well, I might have to slightly join the unpopular opinion. So I think definitely great to let the kids get involved and see every single aspect. But I do have a level of sympathy if the kids are running in en masse, running in and grabbing all the birds. I think from my perspective and with Monty, my 4-year-old, when I take him out, I'm trying to introduce him to all the different areas and to make sure that he has respect for all of those different aspects that come together for a shoot. So if you want to get the kids involved with, I imagine it's bird handling they want here and to keep the kids really excited about the day, go and stand with the pickers up.
Yeah.
Go turn a game out of here's the bird, now first one to the game cart. There's other ways you can do it, but I think as a one-off or maybe on the final drive, that's fine. But if it's happening every single drive, I do have a level of sympathy.
Yeah, I can picture the scenario of the shoot that this occurs on.
Yes, it's ours. At home. I mean, it's not the correspondence, not from our shoot, but I mean, they might be.
I was about to say, okay, actually, do you know what? I wasn't picturing your shoot, but actually, yes, I was picturing another shoot of a mate of a similar age and a similar scenario, and I can see how it happens.
Yeah. So I'm going to disagree with you a little bit in that I think it depends on the nature of the shoot.
Agreed, okay.
Our shoot is a family shoot. There are kids absolutely everywhere. My kids are my picking up team. I don't have a dog yet, but my kids sit on my peg. I actually wrote an article about this on Scribehound a long time ago. They sit on my gun slip and they mark birds and they don't move until I say at the end of the drive, I say, get on. And off they go, and they pick up the one bird that they've marked each. And I think the thing here is I don't believe that there must be so many kids to be causing a problem for the pickers up, or very few birds on the floor, because dogs move quite a lot quicker than 6-year-olds, in my experience. And I love seeing it.
This is a real tricky one.
But if you're on like a smart shoot where there's sort of professional pickers up and all this sort of stuff, it's a different kettle of fish.
On a smart shoot, you're not seeing loads of kids in the beating line.
No.
You poured that beer over you.
I just have poured it all down my shirt because I was trying to drink and speak at the same time.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get over 40, isn't it? Okay, so on the basis that it's a family-run shoot, you want the children to be picking up birds. I think that's a great step. Obviously, that's the bit you really want to get them excited to understand it. What's the ideal scenario? Like, if they came out at the end of the drive and they were and they ran over to pick her up and they said, "Would you mind if you leave a couple for us to pick up?" Like a bit like a dog, like a gun with a dog. The picker up. Oh yeah, guys, we've grabbed a few. Now run in and But is that ever likely? No, with young children.
Well, I think part of it as well is on your shoot, you're not disappointing any dogs.
That's
true. So we need to speak on behalf of the dogs here.
That's true. I mean, this bit, to swoop in and pinch a bird right off my mate's dog mid-retrieve. So at what point in retrieve do we think this is? Is that the dog has arrived at the bird at the same time as the child and there's been a tussle?
I can highly imagine that. I saw it with our little one, Annabelle, the other day in front of a spaniel that was quite aggressive. She was like, no, grabbed it by the collar and was like, I was like, okay, bold. She doesn't know. And
she's not been on a shoot day yet?
No. Actually, no, she has. But she stood well back.
Right.
Like with the pickers up.
Yeah.
And was just all a bit unsure.
I made Monty load for me at 3.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing. It doesn't speed up reloading that.
Absolutely not. You need the frustration levels. It was at that point I realised I'd messed up.
Yeah.
When
and you have to drop your gun
over.
Down to the floor to get it reloaded.
Somebody filmed me, and all you can hear on this film is, "You've got to be quicker. You've got to be quicker. Turn them the right way round."
You see, I have 2 loaders because they're twins, so I have one on either side.
Do you give? Do you
one
triple
cartridge?
gun?
One cartridge each.
That's frustrating.
Or one of them's job is to pick up the empties.
Do you still wear your monkey loader on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case a really good bird's coming.
Exactly. Yeah. Or they're looking the wrong way, which often happens.
I think this is one of the hardest opinions to decide on I've sort of been faced with in a long time. I can absolutely see every side of the story here on the basis that if this is the local picker up and he comes here all season, this is only going to be an issue during the sort of it's a Saturday shoot, isn't it? So it's going to be an issue every day.
Bloody kids again.
How many years has the picker up been at this shoot?
I don't think we're told, but it sounds like they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I reckon that, the definition of insanity?
So is your advice find a different shoot?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that at all. I think it's about, I could agree with it if the rest of the day, if the rest of the team, if the guns aren't very nice, if the whole thing's a bit crap. But if part of the appeal of being on that small local shoot is that it's a family shoot with the atmosphere that goes with that, then I think it's,
You've got to embrace it.
Got to embrace it. That being said, I think, kids shouldn't be fighting with gun dogs over birds because I think that could end quite badly.
Well, there'll be one of those situations and then they won't do it again.
Yes. Yeah, that's my style of parenting.
Same.
A child pinned to the floor by a spaniel.
Won't fall out of the tree twice.
Yeah.
Probably will.
This is what evidence is suggesting at the moment, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to have a vote then on whether this is unpopular or popular. Cast your vote, Chris.
if I have to choose, I'm going to go unpopular.
Okay. Claire?
Difficult because we're missing a little bit of context about the shoot itself. I'm going to guess that this is on a slightly bigger shoot, and so I would say this is popular.
Okay.
But if it's not a big shoot, any other circumstance, I'd go unpopular.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Kids on leads, I think, on a big shoot.
Yeah, like those sort of 50-yard ones.
Yeah.
Retractable.
Yeah. I never quite managed to train my kids on the stop whistle. Tried quite hard.
What number did he give them?
They were quite good at sit and stay.
Really?
Recall was terrible.
210 for the child, 210.5 for the dog.
Good. Okay. And I'm going to say unpopular because I am guilty of this as a parent.
Yeah.
So I couldn't possibly condemn myself.
I want more correspondence on this topic, though, because this is the family shoot atmosphere, which we all crave.
Yeah.
But there's lots of other people involved and all sorts of aspects going on, and you want to teach children the right way, and it's a tough one.
Yes. Should kids be allowed to go full free range? The answer is no.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that's the question, then no. Yeah.
Yeah. They should definitely be at least heel trained.
Yeah, I mean, you do not want to be a child full free range in the B-team line when you've got a keeper that's been there 30 years.
Yeah. Another good point. And actually, one of the things I've found is that having them on the peg with me is lovely. I shoot significantly worse when they're on the peg with me because I'm sort of not paying attention to the birds.
Yeah.
I'm mostly saying, no, don't fight with your brother over that cartridge. No, you can't throw cartridges.
Yeah.
Come back here. No, you can't go and see your brother, your uncle. Stay here. Sit. That stuff.
Parenting. Yeah.
Yep.
So yes, having kids with you on the peg is not conducive
Which is
to
having
brilliant
kids with you
shooting.
generally. It's like when you go and meet up
Just
with your
having
mates.
kids.
Yeah, with your children. And then you come away and you're like, did you find out how so-and-so was? Nope, didn't speak to them one word.
Yep.
Good. Okay, right. Well, yes, I mean, there's so much to talk about on that topic, and I think we'll probably have some more kids in shooting chat in the second episode with Claire. So we're going to go to another unpopular opinion. And I'm not sure if this should have been in What's That You're Drinking or if we're being given a ticking off. So this one comes from someone who's called themselves Commodore in their email, so we'll stick with that. He says, "Gentlemen, I listen to and enjoy all your podcasts. They're always entertaining. My favourite segment is What's That You're Drinking. I'm often bemused by some of the concoctions you drink. In the spirit, pun intended, of friends don't let friends drink vodka, I would like to offer some advice to help you make better choices. Here are 4 simple rules to follow. 1. Avoid vodka. It is essentially rubbing alcohol. Absolutely, pun intended, do not drink it. If you ever go astray and transgress this cardinal rule, at the very least don't pay for premium vodka. There is no such thing. 2. Avoid all clear spirits except gin. It's highly recommended to mix gin with dry vermouth to make a martini or to mix it with tonic to make a G&T. Note, martinis must be made with gin. A mixed drink with vodka is not a martini, it's an abomination. See Rule 1. 3. Avoid slow gin. This one may hurt you. I understand the traditions associated with slow gin, but it simply must end. It's just not right. Slow gin is cough syrup. Drink champagne or cognac at shoots instead. 4. Fine whiskies, especially when consumed neat, are the pinnacle of alcohol. Drink them. You simply can't go wrong with a good whiskey. It doesn't matter if the whiskey was made in Scotland, Ireland, Japan, or the United States. Good whiskey is good whiskey. Neat or in a proper cocktail such as an old-fashioned Manhattan Rob Roy or Sazerac. I hope I've enlightened all of you on this most important subject. I'm available for consultations if you seek further advice. Cheers, Commodore."
Gosh.
He sounds like fun in the pub.
No. The Commodore has a lot of rules.
A lot of rules, strong opinions.
But that must mean he also doesn't drink Bloody Mary.
Now that is a very good point.
Yeah, in which case, get back in your box, Commodore Mark, because
Agreed.
Bloody Mary has such a time and a place.
100%, and it's medicinal.
Yep.
Yeah, and good for you. It's one of your 5 a day.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of lots of good drinks with vodka in them. Moscow Mules are pretty good. Very cooling on a...
You've absolutely pulled out of the bag with Bloody Mary. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Cosmos as well. So I believe that in life and life advice for all kids is that you should learn how to make your signature cocktail.
Yes.
And so a Cosmopolitan is mine, which is vodka based.
There we go. Give us the rest of the recipe.
Vodka, Cointreau, freshly squeezed lime and cranberry juice.
Wow.
Shaken in ice.
There
Nice.
you go.
Bloody Marys, a lot of the time on shoot days.
Yeah.
But also then like a Virgin Mary just before, like if you shoot through,
Yeah.
just before and you're driving home,
Just before lunch.
extra spicy just
Yeah.
to try and make up for the lack of
Lovely.
vodka.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that a lot more often now.
I don't know if... I'm not sure if a Bloody Mary is a drink. I think it's more of a soup.
Or a pasta sauce.
I thought we had this debate once about
We did
soup or what is it?
When does a soup become a stew? And is cereal a soup if you have it with milk?
I think soup has to have been whizzed.
Right. What about cockaliki?
Blitzed. Yeah, what about like a chunky soup?
Yeah, blitz it, be better.
Okay. You guys are
It's a
really
stew.
busy in the Guns on Pegs office, aren't you?
These are pub conversations.
We do a lot of that too.
I've got some of this I can get on board with though. Like whiskey, obviously, I'm a big fan. Agreed.
Avoid slow gin.
Is like obvious bollocks.
Like, ridiculous comment.
Well, hang on, let's just see.
Can
Claire.
I tell you what I do agree with,
Yeah.
though, and it is a bit of a pet peeve of mine, and I'm going to sound incredibly bougie, but I really hate when shoots will make the slowgasms with champagne.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Champagne should be appreciated and tasted on its own.
Correct.
Use any other fizz. So when he said drink champagne, I was like, obviously, I'll always get on board
Do you
with
know
that.
what? Over the last 6 years, we should cut out little segments of rules.
Yes.
And just do one episode of rules
The guns.
of the
Well,
pod.
we'll publish a Guns on Pegs
That-
shooting rule book.
That is going in the rule book. I'm
Thank you.
absolutely with
Yes.
you. Do
Yep.
not ruin champagne
Correct.
with slow gin.
Have you ever had a cognac at 11's?
Honestly, like
I don't think
Okay,
I've had many cognacs in my entire life.
cognac at 11s, that suggests a lot of other issues in life, I think.
So I've had some of Digby's, homemade apple brandy stuff on a
Yeah.
shoot day, but he had declared it undrinkable when not. So he's made a sort of, I can't remember what it was, but, used it as a base for a liqueur rather than making us drink neat cognac at 11's.
I've got a theory here, which is one of the reasons slow gin is so prevalent. There's a bunch of reasons, and I quite want to go through them, but one of them is the alcoholic level of it is bang on for 11's.
Enough to warm you up. Not
Cognac
enough
is
to...
way too much. It's the reason
Yeah.
King's Ginger never got going as an 11's drink. It's way too much for most people. The second reason, obviously, slow gin's so good is anyone can do it.
Yes.
Just means you're either got a good one or a not so good one, but they're still drinkable most of the time.
It's going to make voting on this quite difficult because I agree with half of it, but not the other half.
Right, well, so avoid vodka, disagree. Avoid all clear spirits except gin.
If we're allowed to put vodka in that, I would agree that most other clear spirits are pretty dreadful.
But then you can't have a scorpion.
I'm quite happy about that. I don't want any Slivovitz, thank you very much, as we have established previously on this podcast.
White rum and banana milkshake. Just one
No,
of those
thank
brilliant
you.
summer drinks.
I can't think of any other white spirits that I would willingly drink. Does Sambuca count?
No one needs that, but it's fun to have.
Maybe when you're 18.
Okay, so I disagree with avoid all clear spirits except slow gin. Avoid slow gin. Are we all unanimous?
No, we've got to be
Just
unanimous on that.
nonsense.
Fine whiskies, especially when consumed neat, are the pinnacle of alcohol. Complete disagreement on that too.
Because you prefer
What's sitting right over your right shoulder?
wine.
Yeah,
So
especially.
you'd rather have... Where does they cross over, though?
I mean, like they don't even touch.
So a 40 quid bottle of whiskey is a pretty bog standard bottle of whiskey. 40 quid bottle of wine is a pretty decent bottle of wine, isn't it?
Yeah. We played a great game the other day. Each finger on your hand is a tap of drink, and you can only have those 5 taps for the rest of your life. What are you putting in each of those taps?
That is a good question. Is that soft drinks, or are we talking just alcohol?
Everything.
Ooh.
Tea, coffee, water, the lot. You've only got 5 fingers and you've got to occupy each finger.
Now I wish my Norfolk roots were stronger. So are you a whiskey person?
One of
Actually, I know you are.
Yeah, one of my really good friends, he's from the US, and so whenever he comes over to stay, he's got me into bourbon, actually. If we, I do like a Speyside whiskey as well, but I'll drink a fair bit of Maker's Mark.
I seem to remember a game fair evening where we drank quite a lot of Maker's Mark and also quite a lot of Speyside whiskey.
Isn't that
fabulous.
where we had fish finger sandwiches at like 1 in the morning?
It could well have been.
Exactly that
it
time.
Could well have been.
Exactly that
was
time.
so good. It was just a whole cod in a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cold.
Brilliant.
That was when we were sleeping on the floor of the stand, which was one end of the
With your face in
big
lemon.
tent. Well, Digby woke up with a slice of orange stuck to his face. And I think that the following year we all said we are having an Airbnb.
You gotta love the game fair stories. Thank you for sharing only a tame one.
Yeah.
It's been a very drink-heavy discussion, this whole thing.
Yeah. Well, okay, so look, I can't say whether this whole thing... I think, actually, that the avoid slow gin tips this into an unpopular opinion for me. You can have your views about everything else, but I won't hear a word said against slow gin.
Completely unpopular. Disagree with the Commodore on all counts.
Yeah, me too. Like, every single one of these is rubbish.
Good, okay.
And hence why the drinks industry is so big. Otherwise, it would be really small.
Yes.
Oh, yes, so you're saying market forces prove you wrong.
Exactly, yeah.
Capitalism disagrees.
That.
Good, okay. Right, okay, well, that gets us to the end of the correspondence for this episode. And Dolores, Commodore, and now you, Claire, are the newest members of the Most Noble Order of the Garters, and will shortly be in receipt of a pair of the very exclusive Guns on Pegs podcast shooting sock garters. Unfortunately, producer Jake failed to bring your garters with him today, so they'll be in the post. You can also all claim your free year of Guns on Pegs Premium and get access to the Order of the Garters WhatsApp community, which is a lot of fun. If you have got a shooting confession quandary query that you'd like us and our guests to help you with, or if you have an unpopular opinion, or if you have a podcast suggestion, or a forgotten drive to share, and you'd like a set of garters, drop us an email to pod@gunsonpegs.com.
While we're on the subject of garters.
Yes.
You know we're plotting and scheming about a dinner
Yes.
that hasn't been confirmed on date yet, but
Yeah.
the date that was thrown around, it sounds quite fun, right?
Yes.
Not confirmed, but really exciting.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that
It's gonna
evening.
be good.
Seeding it. Dress code.
Okay.
I tried it this week. Okay, hear me out. Black tie. Well, dinner suit and garter tie.
Okay.
Tie your garter in a bow. I tried it with my pajamas on. Looks actually all right.
Well, there's an image.
I nearly sent it to you, but then I thought, no.
I'm quite glad that you didn't. Okay, not breeks and
For
dinner
everybody
jackets,
listening, sorry to cut in, Chris just looked so proud of himself when he was sharing that story.
Garter tie, I think, is, the new dinner tie
Okay,
of the Most
so we're
Noble
saying-
Order of the Garters.
So we're calling this pink tie. then?
Pink tie.
A pink tie event.
Pink tie.
And for the girls,
Yeah, same thing. Just wear it.
we'll just wear it however you want, as a headband.
A nice dress with the garter around the thigh, perhaps.
Oh, now,
All right,
George.
Yes,
yes.
that.
Are you blushing, George?
It's just warm and I've had a beer. Yes. Well, we should probably also say, I think the Order of the Garters shoot day in December is now fully booked. We've
Within, what
with
time frame?
24 hours or so.
Ridiculous.
People
Amazing.
they've got a bit of a reserve list being started, but there's if you want to write in and get on that reserve list, there's a long time between now and December, and I think the sim day is also fully booked. So that took a couple of hours longer to fill that up, but in the space of the 2 days,
We got some really fun events in the diary.
we have.
Yeah. And then we're going to add this dinner in.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be in between the two. Actually, it definitely is.
Yes.
In London.
Good.
More news on that soon.
Yes.
Can
Watch
I
this
ask a
space.
question about the game shoots?
Hey, Claire, you
Yes.
can come to this dinner.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I look forward to showing you my garter. Sorry, I'll stop. And now I've thrown my question. Oh, yes, on the game shoot,
Yes.
will kids be allowed to pick up? Or is it a dog only?
Oh, no, it's rushing in encouraged.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely. In fact, it'll be quite
Carnage
difficult to
encouraged.
stop some of the guns from running in.
To be fair, at Long Mountain, you're not running in anywhere.
It's all too hilly.
Exactly. You can't move from where you stood.
Yeah, but it's going to be really good fun. And
Yeah.
and what's really nice is we've got some new faces coming. You know, those newbie slots are all filled in now, so that's good. Now, before we wrap this episode up, I've got a bit of a mea culpa. Because the last time you and I recorded together, and this was going to happen eventually because I'm very bad at admin, as you know to your cost, I gave one of our correspondents the name Epicurus. But I've used that name before for someone else a long time ago, and I'd forgotten. So I don't really know what to do. We now have 2 members of the Most Noble Order of the Garters with the same pseudonym.
Ooh. Fight.
Shoot off.
40 yards. In a wax jacket.
What, you're talking a duel?
Yeah.
I was thinking more playground shoot off.
Oh,
but
right, yeah, how boring. Sure. Actually, hold on. I got a text yesterday from Simon Reinhold.
Right.
You know his rally clays set up?
Oh.
He's doing a demo at the game fair. And he said, will I have a shoot in it? Of course.
Nice.
Did think, oh, do I bring my own gun to the game fair? And I thought I couldn't think of anything worse. You'd leave that somewhere. Yeah. But anyway, maybe we could ask him.
Not a bad idea.
For the both Epicurus. Don't know. Those
Epicuri.
people, the Epicuri to shoot, and then one shall be called Epicurus 1 and one shall be called Epicurus 2.
I like it.
I think
Yeah,
that's
that
great.
works really well.
And the public humiliation factor as well of it
Yeah.
at the game fair.
Yeah. So we just have
great.
to ask Simon, and we'll obviously sort of seed it on the pod a bit. And we'll get a bit of background on the Epicuri.
Yes.
And profile them before the game fair. And actually, hold on, if it's on the Saturday, they could join us on the stage of the game fair.
Yes.
Oh, this is all just rolling
For
off
an
the tongue.
official renaming ceremony.
Genius.
It was all deliberate. Right, so that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to talk to Claire about all her work with BASC, Women in Shooting, the event that we are here for today, balancing being a single mum with a high-powered job and still having an outdoor lifestyle. But until then, thanks very much for listening, and goodbye.